Hello, welcome. How are you all? Okay, yes, it's a normal Monday for me here in New Zealand. It is now nearly 10 o'clock. So this is my normal... why is that not working? Right, here we go. Just lighting the tea light. Okay, so my live streams are in New Zealand, of course. So my normal days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, New Zealand time. Now, I know that's Sunday your time, and that will be Tuesday and Thursday. About 4 p.m. Central time, I think that's about it. In New Zealand, it's 10 a.m. that I normally start. Now, over the weekend, I do occasionally will do a collab with Night Daughter Oracle, which was a special yesterday, which was great. We had a great chat and just did a couple of readings. It was nothing major, but it was just lovely and relaxing. It was absolutely gorgeous. Right, so who's here? Who's ready for today's reading? Let's just take a breath for a minute. Everybody just take a moment to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's clear away all the day's clutter. And let's sort of get ourselves focused for our questions. What we want answered today. So let's just take a nice deep breath. And see who's here. So I did see Alda came in much earlier. Fiona, Lady Capera, welcome. Yes, I don't normally do live streams over the weekend, my Saturday and Sunday, but I did do a special yesterday with Night Daughter Oracle. I'd done one the week before, but she's going to be busy over April, so we won't be doing any collabs over April over the weekends. I'll normally just have the weekend off to do my own thing, just sort of a recharge battery type of thing. So my normal live stream days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here in New Zealand. So just so that you know. And so, yeah, welcome. Hi, Alexandra. So you're here, Fiona. Right. So we've got Aldona, if you're still here, and Fiona with Lady Capera. And then I'll do Alexandra for questions. Okay, so if you guys just want to take a nice deep breath and just... Hi, Claudia. How are you? So I'm just taking, if everyone, just to say come in, just take a moment to sort of take a breath. I'm good, thank you, Claudia. Great. Thank you. So just make sure you've read the description box down below. Make sure you've read the disclaimer. So just know that everybody that comes in the first hour automatically. Hi, Night Daughter Oracle. How are you? Welcome. That's great. So just remember that everyone who comes in this first hour is automatically added to the list. Do not type your question until I ask for it. Okay, the list I haven't done yet. So we've got Aldona, Fiona, Lady Capera Inc., Alexandra, Claudia, and Night Daughter Oracle. Okay, so do not type your questions in except for Aldona, Fiona, please type your question in, and Lady Capera Inc. Yes, Claudia, you're already on the question. Here we go. Night Daughter Oracle's already created the list. So very well organized. So we've got Aldona to begin with. Wants a thing. So make sure you're on the list. Type your question in when I ask for it. So Fiona and Lady Capera can type in their question. Okay, so let's take a moment to sort of take a breath. Think about your question. We've got Aldona wanting a general. So what she's needing to know right now. What's important for Aldona? Okay. Yeah, well, just Night Daughter Oracle, take your time. Don't stress too much. I want you guys to think about your question. What do you need to know? If you're going to do a yes and no question, which I will do, whoa, you get one card. Remember, from yes and no questions, I must bring out the angel answers. Okay? They're for questions that are yes and no. When you're asking about somebody else thinking about you, it's a third party question. So it's, what do I need to know, Fiona? So I said, think about your question. What do I need to know? How can I move forward from this relationship? Okay. Okay, Aldona. I'm going to do the Swagatum Tarot, Aldona, for you. Because it's, what do you need to know right now? Let's have a look. That was a really interesting thought here. As soon as I pulled out this card, which was the Five of Pentacles, I got the thing about being careful you don't get scratched. I don't know why, but I feel like somebody is, I think you do need to be very, very careful here. Five of Pentacles is normally about that sense of moving out of challenges, conflicts, out of the cold sort of energy. But I'm just getting the sense of be careful you don't get scratched. So I think you need to be aware of someone that's around you at this time. I do feel like you need to be very careful about that. We've got the sense of the world, which talks about endless bliss. So it feels like you're moving into new possibilities. It's an ending of something. So as you move forward, you do need to be careful that as you move into this new cycle, new stuff going on. This just be careful that you're not scratched in this way, that you're not hurt or wounded. A sense of a loss can be a loss as well, can be aware of a loss of something. So you do need to be careful as you move into this new it's really important to have that sense of, as you move forward, to find your inner bliss, as you're moving forward into this new cycle, that you're aware of what's going on around you and what's happening with others. That's really important here. Okay, so Fiona, yes, the question has to be about you. What do you need to know about this situation? What can you do to move forward from it? There's no contact. What do you need to know about this connection? Those sort of questions. Okay, what do you need to know about your love life? What do you need to know about your relationships, your connections? Okay, so if that's the case, oh, that's interesting. I'm getting the chakra wisdom tarot in this one here. Okay, so Lady Capera, and then after Lady Capera is Alexandra. Alexandra, you can type in your question as well. What do you need to know about your relationships, your love life? What's going on there? Oh, yeah, that's sitting right here. I've been keeping them on my desk because I don't have a car, but they're really good for just that energy. Okay, what do I need to know about, what do you need to know about your love life? What's going on with relationships? Current relationships. What do you need to know about the... Whoa, that was interesting. Okay, 2 cards pulled out. First one is about being nostalgic with 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is very much about being nostalgic, memories being created, a sense of the past. You're reflecting on the past, and it's all about choices that you've got to make in regards to the relationships or how you choose to react within the relationships, about finding that sense of balance, embracing who you are as a whole as well. This is embracing who you are. Can be, the Lovers card can very much be about that connection that you have with yourself as well. Okay, so it's important for you to know about the memories that you're creating or the past that you're being nostalgic on, that you're reflecting on, that you're expecting, that sense of the choices that you need to make in regards to relationships. I think there's a lot of soul searching needed here. It feels like you need to embrace who you are as a whole person, not just being a part of something or being part of a relationship. You need to make sure that you've got that sense of wholeness within yourself. And I think that's really important as you reflect on past relationships. I do feel like there's that sense of having that past relationships here. So this is really important. So, yeah, when you're thinking about what do I actually need to know about your relationships, current relationships and things going on, you need to find this wholeness. Sorry, this wholeness that lies within you. And that's the choices that you've got to make as you reflect on the past. So there's a lot of stuff to think about here. It's a lot about the third eye, the sense of the truth and the messages that are coming through within your own intuition. So I think there's a lot of stuff that you need to look at factually as well. A mirror. You need to reword your question, and don't type your question in yet. You're not, will be added to the list after Sherry. Please do not type in your question. A mirror. You should know better than that. You've been here before. You're welcome for Amira, you've been here before. You know you do not type your question in until I ask you. If this continues, you will be ignored. So please think about your question. It's not about Sagittarius's intentions and feelings towards you. It's what do you need to know about yourself, about your, what's going on for you. Yep, you need to, yep. Amira, you've been here before, you know. Okay, Alexandra. Okay, from Alexandra, we have Claudia. Claudia, your message, and then Night Daughter Oracle. And Lady Capera, I'm not. She may have flipped in and out. She may have flipped out. I'm not quite sure. She may have flipped out of the chat. Career advice from Spirit. Okay, so let's do... Okay, I'm going to do the right. I love this deck. I don't know why. I'm really enjoying this Rider-Waite-Smith deck moment. Okay, career advice from Spirit. So what does Alexandra need to know? Claudia, think about your question. What do you need to know in regards to the connection with? What can you do in regards to the situation? that's a great question, Night Daughter Oracle. Okay, Alexandra, career advice from Spirit. Okay, so what do you need to know in regards to your career? Oh, there's some movement into smoother waters. Okay, but it's a journey. Okay, things will start to shift for you mentally, perspectively. So it's very in regards to your career, but it is a long journey. It's something that's important that you stay grounded. I want to say stay grounded. It's a very long journey. It's not something that's going to happen straight away. With your career, it does feel like there is going to be a movement into smoother waters, but it is going to take its time. So there might be some challenges along the way, but it does feel like things are sort of getting a little easier in regards to your career. Just got to remember to sort of look at what you know, look at your knowledge, look at the plans that you have here. Okay, so that's really important here. So that's going to allow you to sort of move forward, but it is going to take some time with your career. Cloudy app, great, that's better. What do I need to know about love, this connection with him? Yes, much better, thank you. That's a great question. Now, just for those that are new here, welcome to the chat. Okay, so what I do is everybody in the first hour is automatically added to the list. That comes in when you come in, you say hello, how are you? Everybody's automatically added. Then when you come up on the list, I will then say your name and I say, can you please type in your question? When I ask that, then your question comes in and then I'm able to answer it. Now, your questions are about you. We want to empower you. We want you to be in charge of your life. We want you to be in control of the choices that you make. It's not relying on other people. This is about you. So this is what I want to do with the readings, is to empower you. If you want more than just the 2 cards that I'm doing for you, do not forget to check the pinned link or the links down below if you want to donate. Okay, so if you want to think about donation, so you want to think about maybe you want a little bit more information than just the 2 cards that I do for a reading, then you need to donate and you get a tarot and oracle reading. You're the star of your life. You're right, Night Daughter Oracle. It's about being the star of your life. Okay, so just a little bit of a thing there. So don't forget you can donate if you want a little bit more information. If you want a tarot and oracle. Hi, Ariana, you can be added. Yes. What I need to know about this love connection with him. Okay, I'm actually. Oh, where are you? Oh, I just had to pull out a box. This is called Deck of Heroes. I find this deck really good for relationship readings. Okay, so what do I need to know about this love connection with him? So what do you need to know? Oh, and I feel this one's pulling out straight away. And this one here. Right, okay. So what have we got? Welcome, Benjamin. Right, Cloudy app. What do you need to know about your connection with him? Okay, interesting. Okay, we've got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers tells us that there is a connection on some level. Okay, but there are choices. The Lovers card talks about choices in relationships. So you've got to think very carefully about finding that balance within the relationship. Now, what else have we got here? 9 of Swords tells us, oh, okay, so there's choices to be made within this relationship. Now, 9 of Swords talks about stress and worry. So this relationship does cause a little bit of stress and worry about you, within you. Okay, there is some stress and worry of going on within this relationship. So you need to look at why. Why is there stress and worry within this relationship? It does feel like you need to really look within yourself. You need to find that connection within yourself. You've got some choices to make within this relationship because it is causing you stress and worry. And it was interesting because I did get the sense of it being ill-dignified, being when I say ill-dignified, I mean a sense of reversal in a way, a reversed energy, a sense of, when I say about the choices needing to be made, does feel as though, yes, there is a connection of some sort, but it could be toxic. It may not be a positive relationship in a way, but that's something that has to come from within you. You have to have that understanding within yourself. Okay, so you're talking about this connection. So I don't feel like yeah. It just means that you've got to look for your things yourself. When I say, what do you need to do to move on from this relationship, from this connection? What do you need to do? I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Oh, that flew out. What was that? Page of Cups. Okay, it's about finding a sense of alignment within yourself. You're like a bit of a fish out of water in regard to this relationship. It's not something that's going to be good for you. You're sensitive to your emotions. Of course, you're sensitive to your emotions. So you need to bring yourself back into alignment. Okay. Okay, so you've got to find a sense of, what do you need to know about this connection? It's not good for you. It doesn't allow you to find yourself in alignment. So it's about finding yourself. It's important that you find yourself. You look at the choices that you have. I think there's a lot of healing to do within yourself to find that wholeness, to find that balance, embracing who you are completely. Good, yeah. Okay, this is a very challenging connection with him. No, it doesn't feel like he's going to call you. It doesn't feel like there is a good relationship here. But you can become empowered. You can become much more, with the choices that you make to move forward, with the choices that you do to move forward, to release the stress and worry, and to find a sense of alignment comes from within. Okay, so it's about finding that, there is a right person out there. It's about being empowered in yourself. It's about doing your own healing. I think there's a lot of healing that you're needing. I think you might need to get some help, talk to somebody, counselor or somebody like that might be able to help you. Yeah. Claudia, I think you need to re-listen to the reading. Okay? It's not good. This relationship is not good for you. Now you're saying that it's like you're not listening. Claudia, you've got a lot of healing to do in regards to this relationship. There's a lot of healing to be done. Okay, next on the list. Night Daughter Oracle, then Taylor type in your, Taylor, you can type in your question now. Night Daughter Oracle, I didn't see this. Oh, how can you replenish your energy? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, how can I replenish my energy for next month? Ooh, okay, I'm going to actually do... I'm actually getting this animal deck. Don't use this very often. Okay, so the Animal Wisdom Tarot, which changed it to Animal Spirit Tarot. But, yeah, cool, brilliant, Claudia, you're listening, good. Brilliant. Okay, that's fantastic. There's a lot of healing to be done. Cool. Okay, question is, how can I replenish my energy for next month? How can... Oh! Okay. Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, we get the Serpent or the Quickener. It's like the Tower card. Okay, this would be Tower traditionally in thing, and to me, I get a sense of how can you replenish your energy for next month. It's important that you break down barriers. You allow yourself to surrender. So have a leap of faith in yourself as well. Having a leap of faith, and you get Guardian of Branches. You get that sense of moving forward with passion, with creativity, with energy, with spiritual energy. That sense of, I just feel like there's new adventures. Just embracing the new adventures. Embrace the new adventures. Allow yourself that to stand on solid ground is important. To stay grounded is what I get here. And we get Seer of Fossils. So make sure you nurture your health, Night Daughter Oracle. Make sure you nurture your health. That's going to be really important here. Nurture, make sure you take care of your health. That's going to be super important. Make sure you eat well, sleep well. Make sure you drink plenty. Oh, and when you do that, you're going to have an understanding. You'll have a breakthrough of all the energies and things that are going on. It does tell us that you're going to have good energy if you can take care of yourself. That's the important part here. And to break down the barriers, just allow yourself to surrender a little bit. Just embrace the energy. Embrace the beginnings. So, yeah. Interesting. Okay, Taylor, now you've asked a yes or no question. So with that yes and no question, is angel answers. Okay, it's one card. When you ask yes and no questions like this, will I find my person this year? You're not really allowing yourself to grow and develop. What do I need to know about moving forward this year? In a relationship, what do I need to do? You know, why, you know, what healing needs to take place in regards to finding my person? What do I need to do to find my person this year? Is a lot more empowering than when you ask, will I find my person this year? How will I find my person this year? There's a lot more. But you asked, will I find my person this year? Will you find your relationship? Will you find a connection this year? Now, it's interesting because there are some things that you need to consider. You need to reconsider what this actually means when you're talking about your person. I think there's a lot of things that you need to think about. What do you want in a relationship? There's a lot of stuff to consider, Taylor, when you're thinking about finding your person. What do you mean by that? You know, is this someone that's going to respect you? Okay, so we're asking, what do you need to know? I'm just going to use the supernatural tarot. I don't know why, it just sort of came up in my first thoughts here. So let's just do this. You know, there's some things to consider. So, oops, might help if I don't drop all the cards. Okay, so what do you need to know about finding your person? How can you find your person? What do you need to actually know about this situation? Okay, interesting. Okay, the first thing you need to do is look at your choices. Look at the options that are available to you in finding a person. Things that you can do. Look at the things that you can do, the paths, the directions that you can take, the paths you can take. That's very important. Look at the things that you can do to find your person. Okay? Dating apps, going into bars, going out with friends, talking online, in a, like, you know, and talking, and I'm talking and really getting to know somebody, and do a little bit of research. Make sure you meet somebody in a safe place. Yeah, I know, night daughter, these things happen. Okay, so and then you're about being with people of like mind. Okay, people that you've got a connection with. That sense of being with friends is so important here. So that's how you're going to find your person. So here we go. Okay, so that's going to help you to think about the type of people that you want in your life. There's some things that you need to think about, the direction that you're going, things, options, things that you can do in regards to your journey. Okay, so who's next? Who are we missing? Okay, we got Fish Cake and Sherry. You're welcome, Taylor. This is about, when I do my readings, I want you guys to be empowered. I want you guys to be in control of your journey. It took me a long time to be able to find the direction that I'm moving into in regard to relationships, deciding on what type of people that I want to include in my life. That was a big thing because I had a lot of toxicity in my relationships. And so I want to, you know, and discovering tarot and what it can actually do for us, you know, has taken me a long time. And I want to share that knowledge with you so that you guys can be empowered, have that inner strength to move forward. So we've got Fish Cake, Sherry, and then Amira. Okay, so have I missed anybody? So Fish Cake, Sherry, and Amira. Fish Cake. Okay, Fish Cake. We're not asking about other people, we're asking about ourselves. What do we need to know about our relationship, our connection with this Cancer? Okay, so what do you need to know about this connection that you've got with this person? How can you move forward with this relationship? So Fish Cake, you don't want to think about how someone feels about you, because it's only their perspective. It doesn't really. Hi Jaden, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So what do you need to know in regards to this connection with this Cancer is the best type of reading to do. So let's do, what do you need to know? I'm going to use Hocus Pocus. Okay, what do you need to know about your connection with this Cancer? Okay, so what do you need to know? So everybody who's coming in, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to take a breath. Make sure you read the description box down below with the disclaimer. Make sure you read what type of readings are better for you in regards to being empowered. You know? So you're not thinking about how someone feels about you because it's their perspective. You want to know how you can move forward with this relationship. What do you need to know about this relationship, this connection? It's very important that we word it clearly so we get clear answers. If we waffle, we get waffly answers. So it's very important to be specific if you want specific answers. You have to be what, how, and why is the best type of questions. What do I need to know in regards to this situation? Okay, so I want you guys to be empowered on your journey. I want you to be in control of where you're going and what you're doing and the choices that you make. Know that you're informed in the right choices. So let's have a look. What do you need to know in regards to this situation? This connection. Okay, so what do you actually need to know? Hi, Divine Feminine Chronicles. You'll have to wait until after Jaden to type in your question. Right, what do you actually need to know, Fish Cake? Let's have a look. Page of Pumpkins. Page of Pumpkins tells us you've still got a lot to learn about this relationship. There's still a lot to learn about this relationship. There's a lot to discover. So it's very much about being in the moment with the relationship. Here we have Four of Candles. Four of Candles tells us that, and it's reversed as well. So there is that sense of a block or a delay. It doesn't feel like it's a strong connection at this time. Now, things could change. Okay? It's telling us that there is no celebration. There's no commitment. There's no connection here. There's no stability at this time. There's still a lot to learn, a lot to discover about this relationship, about this person. This Cancer, this person. Okay, so there's still a lot to learn. There's no set feelings or emotions or anything going on. I think there's still a lot to discover about this relationship. With the Four of Candles being reversed, there's that sense of a block or a delay in actually getting any sense of contract or agreement in a way with the relationship. There's no sense of commitment. There's no stability or foundations being built in this relationship yet. So there's still a lot to learn and a lot to discover. So be in the now, be in the moment, have a look at what's actually going on for you. Okay, that seems very, very important right now, Fish Cake, to be in the moment. Don't worry too much about the future. Be in the moment. Have a look at what's actually going on for you. With the Page of Pumpkins, yeah, it definitely feels like there's a lot to get, to learn, to discover. Okay? Pumpkins is very much like Pentacles for those that don't know. So, yeah. Right. So, what have we got here? Right. Sherry. Good question. What do my guides want to tell me? What's important? You know, so it's all about your guides. Now, your spiritual guides should be guiding you. Now, when they're talking about guiding, they're giving you the information so you can make an informed choice for yourself. So what your spirit guides are going to tell you, which you can do through meditation, reflection, all those sort of things come into play. It's about that sense of connection. So I'm going to do... Oh, okay. So we'll do my Native American, okay? Native American Tarot coming in here. So when we're talking about guides, they guide us. They do not tell us what to do. They give us suggestions and ideas, and then we use that information to make the informed choice that we want to do to take action. So, oh, what do you guides need to tell you? First card that popped out was Nine of Blades. Now, in this deck with the Native American Tarot, with the polygamy card, it talks about options, choices, that sense of, yes, there's a lot of stress and worry going on, but it's all about looking at the support that you've actually got. It does feel like you've got a lot of stress, a lot of worry and stuff going on, but it's all about the choices that you've got to make. And it's interesting because it's about finding the light out of the darkness with this star card. Here is finding the light out of the dark. Now, this also here with the spider and its web reminds us that even when things feel like they're not going in the right direction, you can pick up the threads and rejoin them together. You know, when a spider is doing its web here, it might break. What a spider does is it rejoins it and continues on its journey. Okay, so that can be part of the thing, is to continue going, to find that wish in the direction that you want to go. Let your true self shine through, even with all the stress and the worry. Take a breath and look at the choices that you can make within the situation here. It's a lot about being a survivor, being in that sense of perseverance, keep going, don't give up sort of energy. I'm sort of getting a lot about that, sort of just get up and keep going, even when you feel like you're facing your fears in a way. When I look at these two cards together, I'm getting a sense of like facing your fear, seeing the light out of all the darkness. That's really important here, to look for the light. Yep, got 15 minutes. The list is still open. So yeah, really important there to be able to find that light out of the darkness, even with all the choices and things going on. Okay, so this is the current list, and then we'll see Lindsay after Sterling. Right, so Amira. No, I didn't know Amira was up here somewhere. No, Reed needs to rethink about her question. Amira needs to rethink about her question. So in that case, Ariona and Benjamin. Ariona and Benjamin. Amira needs to rethink their question. Ariona and Benjamin, can you please type in your questions, please? You're welcome, Sherry. Take care. Okay, so I'm waiting for some questions from Ariona, Benjamin, and then Jaden. I'm not sure if Amira is still here. So if Ariona, Benjamin, Jaden can all type in their questions too, please. Amira or Ariona. Okay, so some people may have flicked out. Amira, Ariona, Benjamin, Jaden. Okay, some people may not have flicked back in. So in that case, if people haven't typed in their questions, I'm going to flick to the next person. because I'm not waiting around. We haven't got time to be waiting around for people. So, Lady Kapira, Amira, Ariona, Jaden. Okay? You need to type in your questions. If you don't, missed out. Okay, yeah, I know I've got yours, Divine Feminine Chronicles. It's no worries. I'm just waiting for Amira, Ariona, and Jaden. And they obviously haven't posted, so I'm going to do Divine Feminine because I'm not going to wait around all day waiting for people to post their question. You can see the lists that Night Daughter Oracle is doing. So as you see the names coming up on that I'm doing readings for, you can see where you are on the list, and so you can check when I want your question. So you can see the list, you can see who I'm reading for, and then you can type in your question after that person. When I've done their reading, you can type in their question. You can see the list that Night Daughter Oracle has done. So, Divine Feminine Chronicles. Let's do the Victorian steampunk. I'm just going to get another incense going here, guys. I'm just feeling like I just need to clear the energy that's going on right now. So let's get us a little bit of, what are we going to pull out? Sandalwood. I've not realized how expensive sandalwood is. Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh, shoot. Now I went and broke the incense stick. There we go. So please check the list that Night Daughter Oracle has done. She took a bit of effort here to do this for us, which I totally appreciate the energy involved. Rats just dropped the scarab. Right. Okay. Divine Feminine Chronicles. Right. Just got an incense lit. Nice deep breath. What does Divine Feminine Chronicles need to know at this time? Okay, and I'm using the Victorian Steampunk Tarot. Oops, I didn't mean to leave that there. Oh, that was rubbish. Right. Now I saw that another stick. Incense. Right. Whew, what do you need to know? First card we have here is the High Priest. Now the keys stand out quite strongly here. So for me, I feel like you're opening up new doorways spiritually. I feel like new doorways are opening up for you spiritually is what I get here. That things are being unlocked. That you're walking through new doorways spiritually. Feels like there's a lot of new stuff going on here. Okay, so you've got that sense of a sun shining on the situation. Like things are being opening up, finding your own happiness, your own joy within yourself. I do feel like there's a lot of new doorways opening up for you spiritually. I do get a sense of you opening up, things being exposed, things being revealed, that sense of finding your own peace, your own bliss within yourself. I do get a sense of spiritual development. And it's important that you acknowledge your development, your own spiritual path, your own journey spiritually, the doorways that have been opened up for you, that sense of moving through to an awareness within yourself spiritually is what I'm getting here. So there's a lot about trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. Acknowledge your journey is really important here. Acknowledge the doorways that are opening up for you spiritually is what I'm getting. I do feel like you're becoming much more aware of. It just seems to be a shift in your perception spiritually is what I'm getting there. So there's a lot of good stuff happening for you. So don't forget to take care of yourself as well. Okay, so how are we doing on this list? Okay, Lady Kapira, Amira, Ariona, Jaden. Questions, right. Sterling. You're welcome, Divine Feminine Chronicles. You're welcome. Okay, so we've got Sterling. Sterling and CC Lindsay. CC Lindsay, Vanita. Okay, so if the people on the list haven't typed in their question, we will skip through to the next person because I'm not waiting around for long. So if we have a donation, oh, thank you, Erica. Thank you very much. Donation from Erica. So we will do that first. So let me just click into my PayPal. Sorry, guys, it just takes a second to flick into. If you go through PayPal, just take a moment to log in. So just give me a moment, guys. Sorry here. Whew. Okay, just takes a second to do so. Okay, Erica. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Yep, donations. So, Erica, can I have your question, please? Just give me a second to sort of think about where we're going for you. Just waiting for Erica to stop that brand. What am I doing? Erica, I cannot do third-party questions. Can we? What do you need to know? Okay, I can work this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this so that is what do you need to know about the ex? What do you need to know about the situation? Okay, I'm just going to do what do you need to know? Let's just take a nice deep breath. Take a think about the question you've asked, Erica. Does it really? Are you talking about your ex-wife? Are you talking about, do you really need to know how they're doing financially? Are you there to support them, or what can you do to support the person, or how does it affect you, Erica? Because this is about somebody else. This is somebody else's business. So it's what do you need to know about this situation? It may not be that you're going to get any particularly answers. How much does it affect you? You're going to support this person. It's your husband's ex-wife. So it's not about you. It's not about it's about your husband's ex-wife. So how does that affect you? Knowing about her finances. Okay, so let me have a look. I'm just sort of thinking. Yeah, I think there has to be between whatever the divorce settlement was, maybe. So what do you need to know about the situation? So you know where you are. Let's have a look at what you need to know about it. How does it affect you with what's going on? So let me just have a look. Just trying to work out the best way. I can see what you mean. I can see where you're coming from, but I'm just, really, it's about protecting the heart. Okay, and I know this can be quite emotional. It does feel very emotional-ish, very emotionally based reading. I feel very emotional about it. It does feel very there's a lot of emotions, and I feel like the emotions need to be put aside for a moment. Put aside the emotions. Okay, just need to think logic in regards to divorce settlements. Okay, she's asking for money. Okay, she's asking for money. So what do you need to know about this situation? Okay, she's asking, what do you need to know about the whole situation? I get it, because it's going to affect you both, if your husband and you. So if she's asking for money, you need to know why, or whether it's something that you can say no to. Okay, so first cards we're going to look at here is page. Okay, so you've got that sense of there's some stuff that needs to learn and discover. Okay, there's some stuff that needs to be discovered. You need to learn about it. You need to do a little bit more research. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it does feel like you need to do a little bit more research in the situation. It does feel like there's a lot to learn and discover about it. So she's asking for outside of the court. Okay. I get where you're coming from, and I'm getting how it affects you. So we've got 3 of fire here, 3 of domain. So you got that sense of got to take a pause for a moment. Don't rush into anything. Take a moment to breathe. I think there's some stuff that still needs to be discovered about this situation. Whew. Okay. Yeah, definitely feels as though there's a lot still to learn and discover. There's a lot about okay, yeah, there's a lot of truths that need to be revealed. I think you need to be quite logical. Yeah. Yep. I think you need to be quite logical about it outside of the situation here. I think you need to be quite logical. You need to analyze the situation. A lot of deep thinking needs to be done. Of course, a lot of deep thinking needs to be done. Does feel as though there is this sense of, what I want to say, a sense of, this is interesting, because I got the sense of poison. Like there's this sense of, yeah, I got the words like poison, a sense of yeah, I just got the words poison, like there's some stuff going on here, some toxicity situation going on. Okay, I do think boundaries need to be formed, just put it that way. Boundaries do need to be formed. I do feel as though there's the outside of stuff. So here we're getting the 5 of Wands, a sense of defeat, feeling like there's a battle going on. There's definitely a battle with the situation. There is that sense of taking a moment to pause, to be logical, to really, I think there's a lot of things that need to be discovered here. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be researched and looked at. And I do feel like there is a need for boundaries. There is a need for protection in the whole area, the situation. I do feel as though there is a lot more to, I do feel boundaries need to be created here. Okay, Erica, I do feel as though there is some research needing to be done. There is a little bit of stuff that needs to be revealed in this situation. I do feel as though there is a lot of boundaries need to be created. So it doesn't feel a good thing to do, but that has to be totally, I think it's just a decision between your husband and you, that you guys have to decide what you want to do for yourself. But if you got to trust, I feel like you got to trust in your heart, trust in your logic. I'm getting a lot about analyzing the situation, being logical with it all. I do feel as though that's, so I do feel like you guys need to discuss it between the two of you. You do need to communicate with your husband, Erica. Make sure you guys are on the same page. And I think you need to have boundaries. You need to say, this is not right. We give you, this is the court order. This is what we need to do. This is what we're doing. But boundaries are important here. I keep getting the word boundaries, protecting your heart. I do think you need to make sure there's no emotions involved with it. Make sure you're being logical. You're analyzing the situation. And that communication is so important here. So I do feel as though there are some things that need to be dealt with immediately. But don't rush into anything at the same time. Okay. So I feel like we got down to the thing about what can you do about the situation? What do you need to know? And I think that's really important here when we're talking about the cards and things like that, talking about a reading. We want to be empowered in our journey, and I think that was a good way to sort of look at this in a way. So yeah, hopefully that helps, and you're welcome. Right, so here we are next. So we have done the donation reading, right? So we're back on. Hey, Bart, how are you? No worries about being late. No worries at all. Welcome. So we've Night Daughter Oracle has been doing a list, which my angel she is. She's totally my angel. She's totally whacked after yesterday. We had a good chat and we had fun in our life. But we're back into it. So this is the list we're up to. So what we're doing at the moment is we've got Lady K, Lady Kapira, Amira, Ariona hasn't put anything in. So Jaden, if you're here, please type in your question. Then we've got Sterling. So we've got Jaden, Sterling, and then we've got CC Lindsay. But I have been waiting for Lady Kapira, Amira, and Ariona. If you're still in here, please type in your message. Otherwise, I'm waiting for Jaden, Sterling, and CC. You're welcome. Yep, I'm asking you now. Jaden, Sterling, and CC Lindsay. Can you please type in your question now? So we want a question from Jaden. We want a question from Sterling. So I'm still waiting for Jaden's question. They asked if they could type in a question, but I'm going to do Sterling's one now because I'm not going to wait around. Now, don't forget, if you want more than just the 2 cards that I'm doing, don't forget to check the links down below or check the pinned link. Don't forget to read the disclaimer. Oh, list is closed. After Jack, if Jack Mac sticks around, the list is closed. But we'll see how we go because it just depends on who's still here. Well, I better do the wrap up, hadn't I? Ending soon, wrapping up. But don't forget, you can donate if you want to. Whoops. Ending soon. Where are we? We're ending soon. So don't forget, if you do want to still post in a thing, right, Jaden. Right, thank you. Right, so Sterling, I'm just going to do you, and then I'm going to do Jaden, and then we'll continue with the list. Okay, Lindsay, you need to ask, what do you need to know about the situation? Not, does Ken want with me? Think about your question a little bit more. What do I need to know? What do you need to know about Ken's intentions? What do you need to know about Kay's intentions? What do you need to know? What do you need to know about the situation? Think about what you need to know. Okay, what's coming towards me in love? Let's have a look. Let's do the Rider. What's coming towards you in love soon? Oh, flipped out. Okay. Tells you to, in a way, I'm getting a sense of trusting your own intuition here. So I do feel it's about trusting your own intuition, looking at the, now it's interesting because it's talking about knowledge that comes from within, trusting your own knowledge, trusting your own experiences, being a survivor. Be careful of crooked views. Oh, with the 9 of Wands. Sorry, I just dropped all the deck. I've just got to pick it up off the floor. Oh, makeup brush. Didn't know that was there. Must have been from yesterday. Sorry, I just dropped all the deck. Yeah, that's better. What do I need to know about my soulmate connection? Yep, that's a great question, CC. Okay, sorry, I just dropped all the deck, so I'm just picking it up. What's coming towards you in love? So you've got that sense of trusting your own intuition. Okay, you're a survivor. You're moving through. Be careful of crooked. I just get the sense of being careful about how you view things as well. How you view things. Your perspectives in the situation has got that sense of as you look ahead and you're holding yourself up, be careful about the view, the perspective that you've got about the situation. In a way, trusting your intuition is really important, but don't let your heart or your mind overrule. You know, trust in your intuition here with the situation. You know, don't get too logical about it, but don't get too emotional about the situation as well. Just what's coming towards you is about trusting in your own intuition. Trusting in yourself is so important when it comes to relationships and things like that. I think there's a lot of stuff that's going on with you. I think there's a sense of being able to trust, you know, can you trust in yourself when it comes to relationships on any level? And love, when you're talking about love, love can be so many different things. Love can be about self-love, can be about love with anyone. You know, it doesn't necessarily, you know, in love, what's coming for you in love can be on so many different levels. Being love can be so many different levels here. So it's about loving yourself as well, being that survivor, knowing that you can move forward here. So looking at the experiences that you've gained from the situation as well. I think there's a lot of stuff going on for you in regards to having a good relationship with someone. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be looked at. So look at the experiences, trusting in your own intuition here. Look at the knowledge that you've gained in regards to relationships. I think a lot of it comes from within yourself. I think there's a lot of stuff that comes up here in your mind. If you're thinking about your mind, your perspective can look at how love can be in so many different ways. Okay, so the list is also closed, so we know that. So if anybody wants a reading now, that's not on the list. If anybody wants a reading or they want to be skipped forward, don't forget donations are available. Don't forget you can donate. The links are down below. Don't forget to read the disclaimer. What type of questions get you the best quality reading out of a tarot reading? The best quality reading is what you want. You want to get to move forward on your journey, be empowered, be in control, be focused about what's important to you. So this is the list that we've got. So Jaden. So you've asked a when question. When will the spiritual warfare end? So you're going to have a angel card because you've asked a when question. So if you're asking a when, then you're going to use the angel answers, and let's use the timing, and let's see what it doesn't give you very much, but it does give you that sense. So Weavers, what is the spiritual warfare? What do you mean by spiritual warfare? Are you talking about this? What conflict? What conflict? What spiritual conflict are you talking about? When will the spiritual warfare end? Let's have a look. Okay, this card here is popping out here. Everything will happen when it's meant to. Perfect timing, when it's supposed to. So it depends on what else is going on in the situation. Depends on whatever's happening for you. So let's have a look and see what the messages from the angels are. Oops, just lost a card on that one there. Let's see what the messages from the angels say. Okay, what message from the angels? Oh, interesting. That was the card that I thought. You just got to let go, surrender to it. I think there's a lot of stuff going on with this, whatever the spiritual warfare is. I have no idea what you mean by that, but just tells us that things will happen when it's meant to, and you just got to let go, got to surrender to it to make the changes. I think a lot of it comes from within yourself, and I think you just need to surrender to whatever's going on, and to just look at the things that you can control and don't worry about the things that you cannot. How do you choose to react to the situation is going to make a difference here, Jaden. So I just feel like things are going to happen when they're supposed to. Things will end when they're meant to, and you just got to let go of it. Let go of this sense of it's got to happen. You know, when is it going to happen? I think there's some things that do need to happen before things will happen. I think you just need to let go of this energy that you're holding on to here. I think there's a lot of stuff that you're holding on to. It's not good for you. So it's just time to let it go, time to move past it. I think a lot of it comes from within your own reactions. Okay, CC. Oh, good question. What do you need to know about your soulmate connection? Let's do... I'm going to do the Elemental Power Tarot. Donations are still available if anybody wants to donate for a reading. If they want a little bit more information than just the 2 cards that I'm doing, you want a tarot and oracle reading, don't forget donations are still available. What do you need to know about your soulmate connection? Let's have a look. What do you need to know about your soulmate connection? Interesting. Page of Swords. I think you need to look about the truth of it. You need to look at the facts about what a soulmate actually means and the different types of soulmates. And you need to look at what they actually mean. You know, is it about lessons learned? Soulmates can be about lessons learning. Okay, so you need to look at the truth, the integrity of the connection. Okay, be careful of how much you give away of yourself. Okay, seems to be really important here. You need to find harmony within your own well-being when it comes to your soulmate connection. You need to look at the facts, the truth of the soulmate connection. You need to do look within, and how much are you giving away of yourself in regards to the soulmate connection, because there's many different types of soulmates. Okay, and soulmates can be about learning a lesson. There's a lesson that needs to be learned in regards to that connection with the soulmate. Okay, that's what I'm getting here with the truth, with the integrity, with the idea, with the youthful idea about what a soulmate is. So I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be looked at in regards to your soulmate connection, because soulmate connections can be on so many different levels here when we're talking about soulmates. So there is a lot that you need to look at what you're giving of yourself. Oh, thanks, Night Daughter Oracle. That's cool. No, Sagittarius, you haven't missed your turn as yet. Oh, Venita, and then I'll do Sagittarius. No, the free list is closed. Okay, what do you need to know about your soulmate connection? I feel like there's a lot for you to find a sense of harmony, a lot of look at the idea you have in regards to relationships. You need to look at the truth and the facts here. So there's a lot of stuff there that needs to be looked at in regards to your soulmate connection. Okay, so how are we doing? Donations are still available. If I've missed anyone, I'm sorry. Oh, we've got Michelle. She's donated. So while we wait for Michelle's question, let me just have a look here. Let me have a look here. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Michelle. So we've got a donation from Michelle. So we're just waiting for Michelle's question. So I'm just going to do Vanita's one here. What do I need to know about? What do you need to know about? Okay, interesting. What do you need to know? Let's do the Waterfall Tarot here. What do you need to know? Just waiting for Michelle's question. What do you need to know about Kay Carter? And it's interesting because we've got the Empress, but we've got the Devil. And we've got the sense of breaking free from any chains or any. It's important that you. I'm getting here about nurturing yourself. Nurturing yourself, you need to break free. So what do you need to know about Kay Carter's intentions with you moving forward? Very important that you take care of you and you break free from any chains or any perspectives that you have about the situation. It's very important for you to break free from it. It's important for you to allow yourself to, I want to say, face your demons, being able to, I just get the sense of break free from the chains, break free from the attachments that you have about this situation. It's very important for you to take care of you. Okay, that's certainly very important here. For you to actually take care of you is so important in this moment. Okay, so that's what you need to know about. Don't worry about Kay Carter's intentions. It's about you breaking free from it. It's allowing yourself to open up to new possibilities here. Oh, Shelley is Michelle. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks, Night Daughter Oracle. Yeah. Okay, Vanita, it's very important for you to break free from the chains of this relationship, this connection that you think you have with it. It's all about taking care of you. Okay, Shelley. So you've got a big financial question here. Ooh, what is your financial... Oh, I like this. What does your financial future look like? Let's do... Okay, I'm going to do Tarot Decorative. Oh. With Chero's Oracle of Visions. Ooh, good question. Okay, that's cool. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Muchly appreciated. So let's dive deep within this question here. What does your financial future look like? Let's have a look here. I like this question. This is really good. Because what you need to know, what do you need to know about your financial future? So I feel like I've got some cards that are back to front here. Maybe, oh no, maybe it flipped out on purpose. Oh, it's just one card flipped out. Okay. 3 of batons. Okay, 3 of wands, 3 of batons, whatever you like to call them, is that sense of taking a moment to pause. Your financial future, it's important that you review your goals. Review where you're headed, review where you've been, what you've been doing financially. That's super important here. King of Spades, or King of Swords, asks that we be logical, be a sense of deep think about finding the solutions that we need in regards to your financial future. Yeah, that's a good question. It's a brilliant question. Okay, so you've got to take a moment to pause, look at your goals in regards to your financial future. You've got to think about what you want to achieve. You've got to think very carefully, what are your goals, where you want to go. I think you need to be quite logical. I think there's a lot about thinking about what you actually need to do. Now, there are choices about your connection with money. Okay, we've got the Lovers card here. Oh, that's a good idea, Night Daughter Oracle. That's a good question. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so we've got the Lovers card here, but I feel like because we're asking about your financial future, it's what are the choices? What is your connection with money? Your relationship with money? What is your relationship? You need to look at the relationship that you have with money as well, Shelley. Seems to be very important here. What is your relationship with money? I know I'm doing this quite slowly here, getting through. Okay. I've got the Fool card here, but I got the words, don't be foolhardy with your money. So you do need to be a little bit cautious. You do need to be aware that you don't step off the cliff when it comes to your money. I think you do need to make sure that you're careful with it, that you're cautious, you're loyal to yourself in regards to your money as well. So don't be foolhardy when it comes to money with your finances. I think it's very easy to be impulsive with our money. So it's saying don't be impulsive. Okay, super important here. We've still got 2 more tarot cards before we do an oracle card. Okay, so we have 7 of coins. Okay, when we're looking at 7 of coins, we're taking a moment to pause. Again, we get that sense. It's a lot about pausing, reflecting, reviewing. What do we want in our life? What's our goal? A lot about our goals here. We're looking at our goals. We're looking at where we need to do, what we need to do, what we need to budget. How much can we put aside each time? And then we've got the 9 of Cups, which tells us our wish being fulfilled. So if we can do what we need to do, if we can review, we can think about things, we can be a little bit more cautious with our money, we look at our connection, our relationship with money, we can be successful with the money. Okay, we will be emotionally fulfilled with our money. Okay, so things are looking up. If you can really, I want to say, scrutinize where you need to be with your money, and I say scrutinize because of the king here. So I do feel as though there's a lot about you. Just if you can do what you can to save, to put a little bit of money aside and think about what your goals are with money. So I keep getting that thing about budgeting and things like that. I think you'll be quite successful with your money. I think you'll do quite well. Overall, you'll live comfortably. I don't think you'll have any issue there. Okay, so what do we get? We got card number 2. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Oracle of Visions have to say. Let's have a look here. Oracle of Visions when we're talking about money. Okay, Oracle of Vision, number 2. Assimilation is the word I got here. It's talking about when I'm thinking about assimilation in regards to your finances, it's how you bring everything together. It's the overall, you got to look at like overall, if you do what you need to do, you'll be really well, you'll assimilate everything. If you assimilate everything that you need to do, you'll do really, really well. You'll be really successful in regards to your finances. Ariana, you need to type in your question, please. Okay, so it's about I am this and I belong. You are this and we accept you. Communicate, commitment. Just looking at words that sort of stand out as I'm looking at this. It's important that you stay true to yourself as well, Shelley. Important that you stay true to your goals, true to what you want to achieve. Super important. It's important that you're comfortable with your decisions that you make as well. So I hope that sort of makes sense for you right now, Shelley, with everything that's going on with you in regards to your journey with your finances. It's important to look at the relationship you've got with your finances. Make sure you're logical, you think about what your goals are and where you want to be in regards to your finances. You want to make sure that you're taking moments to be cautious. Don't be frivolous with your money. So I hope that's really important here. Okay, to really do that. So I hope that helps for you, Shelley. I hope that sort of gives you the thought pattern about where you want to go. You will be successful. I do feel as though you've got a gain here, emotional gain when it comes to your finances, but it's all about the actions that you choose to take along the way. So hopefully that helps. Remember, the all actions have consequences. So thinking about what you need to do is really important here. So hopefully that helps. So yeah, I love getting into these deeper readings. Cool. And remember, all these donations really help with the channel in so many different ways. Really helps. Keeps me being able to do these lives as well. Okay, so how are we doing? Okay, we've been on for an hour and a half, and now we're just going to finish up these last few. So this is the list that I've got. Sagittarius, Ariana, and then I'll do Amira. Right, okay. So Sagittarius wants a general love reading. Okay. So you want to know, so when you're talking about love, you're talking about an intimate relationship, right? So what do you need to know about your intimate relationships? Well, you want to know about your partnerships, your romantic partnerships is what you want to talk about here. So you're talking about your romantic partnership. Let's do Lord of the Rings. It's interesting. Okay. So Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know in regards to intimate relationships? Intimate relationship. Ooh, feels like there's a lot of changes, a lot of endings. Things need to end so there can be new beginnings. I think there's a lot of changes and things going on in your life. Okay, a lot of things happening for you. Okay, so in regards to your romantic relationship, there's a lot of changes that need to take place. There's a lot of things that need to end before there can be a new beginning. It asks that you choose wisely the path that you're going to take. I think there's a lot of stuff that you need to walk away from before you can walk into something new. There's some stuff that you need to leave behind in regards to relationships. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that needs to heal. I think there's a lot of stuff that you're moving through into, being in the darkness before moving forward. There's a lot of stuff that you need to walk away from in regards to love. So I do feel like there's a lot of healing needing to take place when we look at the Death card and the Eight of Cups here. So you're walking away from, when you walk away from something. Oh, you're welcome, Shelley. You're welcome. Okay, so Sagittarius, I do feel like there is a lot of changes, a lot of transformations, a lot of endings, a lot of things that need to finish before something new can happen. There's a lot of stuff that you need to walk away from before you can walk into a relationship. Okay? Yeah, I think there's some lag. Definitely. I know some you need to refresh your screens, refresh your browsers. Okay, Sagittarius. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on here. I think there's a lot of healing needed in regards to relationships before you can move on. Right. So next on the list is okay, Ariana. Let's have a look. Okay, so when you're talking about now, when you guys think about general love, okay, you got to think about an intimate partnership. You're not thinking about just love, can be so many different things. When you talk about general love, you're talking about love of self, love of relationships, intimate relationships, love of family, love of friends. Love is such a general term. But are you talking about more intimate relationship, Ariana? Love of relationship. Thank you. Intimate relationship. So what do you need to know about the love of an intimate relationship? Now we're talking about intimate. We're talking about partnership relationships. Okay, relationships open up to relationships with all sorts of people. We all have relationships on some level. So, yeah, you're single and you want to know what's going on in regards. Okay, got a bigger picture. Right, okay, so we're getting a little bit more into your love life, into your intimate relationship love life. Right, okay, got it. You're single at the moment and you want to know what lies ahead for you in regards to relationships and things like that. And I am looking for Rider-Waite Smith. Right, let's have a look. What are we getting here? Okay, Ariana. You want to know what's going on in regards to relationship, what lies ahead for you in regards to relationships. So you want to know what's going on here. Okay, firstly, Ariana, you need to look at what you're holding on to. What is your perspective in regards to relationships? What are you holding on to? What thoughts or ideas or physical things are you holding on to in regards to relationships? Okay. Now, if you can let go of those perspectives, a relationship is imminent. Okay. And the reason why I got the words imminent here is the relationship is possible. There is that sense of foundations being built. Okay, the free list is closed, but if you are interested, you can donate. Anything from $1, you can donate. Yep, I'll do Amira's question. Thanks, Night Daughter Oracle. I will do that. Thank you. Okay, so if you can look at what you're holding on to, what is your perspective in regards to a relationship? If you can let that go and open yourself up, a relationship, an imminent relationship is possible. I just don't know why I got the words imminent. I never use that word. That is so unlike me to use that word. So I don't know where the imminent comes from. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Lady Kapira's in. I think she flicked out. I think she was surprised to see that I had a live today, or that I did a live yesterday. I'm not quite sure what that was about. It does feel like if you can let go of your perception, and just ask the universe to bring you the best. Look at the guy that's going to respect you, that you're attracted to, that you have a connection with. Put that out into the universe. Okay, so it's like letting go of your perspective right now and say, surrender to, it's feeling like you're holding on to something. You're holding on to what you don't want. When you hold on to what you don't want, that's what the universe hears, and they keep bringing you those same people. So what you've got to say is, instead of saying I want to be attracted to a guy, or I want a guy that I feel attracted to, think about not just attraction. Okay, you don't want to think about attraction. You want to think of something a bit more deep. You want someone that you can communicate openly with, someone that you can open your heart to. Think a little bit deeper about your perception. Yes, Shelley. Yeah, go for it. If you want to donate another question, I can get into a bit more in-depth reading. Yeah, sure. You'll just have to tell me a bit more about your question, about what you want to specifically know about in regards to your finances or in regards to whatever else. If you want to ask a bit more specific, yeah, go for it. So, Ariana, it's about looking at your perspective. It's about opening up to what do you want out of this relationship? You want someone who respects you. You want someone that you can communicate with, that you can have fun with, that you can enjoy life with. Those are the things that are really important here, to think about what you actually want in the relationship, not just someone you're attracted to. but someone a bit deeper. What's your spiritual connection with this person? What's gonna make this relationship work? And I do feel it's going to be imminent, so it is going to happen. Okay, so Amira's question was cool. Yeah. So that's really important when you put that out to the universe. What do I really want in a guy? I want someone who respects me. I want someone who I can spend time with, who I lose myself, in some way. Whatever works for you. You don't really want to lose yourself, but someone that you can be independent with. So, yeah, Shelley, if you donate, let me know. Yeah, I'll definitely do any more donations. I've still got like 15 minutes or so, or even half an hour. I got about another half an hour. Okay, so what can you learn? Let's do the waterfall tarot in that one. What can you learn from your Sagittarius? Yeah, I don't think Lady Kapira's here. I think she's gone. Haven't heard from her since the beginning. She popped in but didn't stay. What can I learn from my Sagittarius? Amira's question. What can I learn from my Sagittarius? What can I learn? Oh! Hey, that's not even supposed to be there. That's why they popped out. That was from a different deck. They popped out. So let's have a look. King of Cups and Battles. She can learn about the conflict. Definitely feels like there's a conflict. 7 of standing up for herself. Learn to stand up for herself. Dream big. Stand up for yourself. Okay, let's have a look and see what I've got to do from here. To see the bigger picture and what to walk away from. Okay, they're not supposed to be there. They came out from another deck. For some reason, they flipped out. Okay, so basically is to see the bigger picture. What can American learn from her Sagittarius to see the bigger picture? To see the satisfaction and what she needs to actually walk away from. She can learn to what she needs to walk away from. Okay. So she can learn to walk away from. Okay, so Shelley's done another donation here, so we're just waiting for where she is in the thing. So hopefully with Amira that will help. She's got to learn to walk away from stuff. Okay, Michelle, we're just waiting for a little bit more. Shelley, sorry, just need a little bit more in-depth question about what you want. It's kind of weird. Oh, don't drop the labyrinth. Okay, where are you? Alice in Wonderland. So just waiting for Shelley's question into a little bit more in depth. What particular area of the finances she wants to dive into? Because this is where we start getting a bit more specific. So let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so we need to look at things a bit more. Finances. So what sort of questions do you want Michelle answer? Shelley, do you want answered? So you're welcome, Ariana. So, yeah, what's going on here? So any donations that go in now, we've still got half an hour. I don't want to do anything longer than that, otherwise I'm going to be exhausted. My lives are every 2 days, basically. Buy and dash instead of dine and dash. Yeah. Okay. So, and everything comes through so slow. I know there's a bit of a lag with the YouTube connection. With the StreamYard, can be a bit of a lag coming in. So, and it takes a little while to get from one site to the next. So I did see Michelle. So I'm not quite sure where what she wants in regards to question. So I come back normally every 2 days. Yeah, she's still here. She'll be here. She just takes a moment to come through. It's all right. So we're just taking a moment to breathe. So while we do that, while we're breathing, take a nice deep breath, everybody. And I'm just going to pull a card from Vesta's Art Love Oracle. Connect to the wild woman within. That's the card I've got there. Connect to the wild woman within. So this is a collective energy. And it says spiritual connections are in motion. Spiritual connections. So if you connect to that wild woman within yourself, that wild woman within yourself, whether you're male or female or whatever, however you identify, if you connect to that aspect of yourself that you may deny in some way, then you've got that allowing that spiritual connection to actually flow, to move forward, to be in motion. Okay, and I'm going to throw in one more card here while we wait for Shelley. She's coming. Just takes a bit of a moment to come through. Tells us communication is going to be really important here. Dealing with communication, we might feel as though, when we don't connect with who we are within ourselves and we don't allow that spiritual connection to be to move forward, we might feel that there's a sense of betrayal within the energy. So communication is going to be super important through this process here. Yep. Oh, you listed the connection, the message there. Okay, just take a second. Okay, you sent. Okay, so we need to oh, it went to my Stripe account. Okay. Got you there. Okay, so Michelle, got the message? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay, now legalities can be a little bit difficult because we're talking about legalities. Yeah, no, it's all right. I've got the question here. I need to do it this way because I need to think about this in a way. I've got the question. Okay, I've got it here. So, not putting the name on. Right, okay. So, we're looking at We want to know what the outcome. Now, legalities need to be very careful here, because when it comes to legalities, as in justice, we do need to be very careful. I don't normally sort of do justice legal type of questions, but you're looking at things financially and karma-wise. So if we're looking at things spiritually, so what does it look? So what do you need to know in regard to the situation? Again, this is a particular situation going on. So what do you need to look at financially and karma-wise? So let's look at the financial aspects of this situation. Okay. Oh. So let's have a look. That's interesting. All 6 cards flew out, but I am going to add one more card there, because that is going to be with, oh, I want to put these 2 cards together. Okay, interesting card. Let's have a look at this together. So let's have a look at this as a whole. What's going on here? What do you need to know in regards to this situation, in regards to your previous employer? Okay, so, oh, no, there is extra cards coming in. That's okay. We're going to do this anyway. Okay. Here we've got 3 of Flowers talks about pausing, taking a moment to pause and reflect in regards to the situation. And you've got the Fool, which is about a new beginning. So when you pause and take a moment and being maybe a little bit cautious, to be wary, you've got that sense of new beginnings in regards to your financial future. Okay, so the outcome looks like financially it'll be new beginnings. There'll be a lot of new beginnings in regards to your goals, in regard to the situation that's going on here. So next we've got the sense of you're going to need a lot of inner strength, courage, patience, a lot of endurance, a lot of stamina as you move through this process. Because it's, again, what do you truly want out of, what's your ultimate goal in regards to the situation? What do you want to harvest in regards? What do you want as the outcome for this situation? I do feel like there's a lot of extra cards in here, but that's okay. Next we have the Lovers, which is interesting, the pair. It's all about choices, your connection with this situation. Again, I get the sense there'll be some choices to be made in regards to that. Yep, I'm receiving it, Shelley. Yep, I've got it. I've got the situation, yep. I think it might be a bit lagging. It's definitely coming in. Definitely got it there. Just have to be a little bit patient with it. Just be a little bit patient. I do feel as though you've got stuff coming in for here. It does feel like there is a new beginning to your finances. I do feel like things are going to work out really, really well for you. I think there's going to be a lot of choices that you're going to make in regards to the money coming in. Yes, Justice card comes up. So that tells me that karmically, that it's going to be sorted. Okay, I do feel like it. It's going to cause you a lot of reflecting. There'll be a lot of reflecting needed. Okay. Ultimately, I think it's going to look really, really positive, that things are going to work out really, really well. Everything's going to work out really well here. I do feel like financially it's going to bring you a sense of new beginning, a fresh start in your life. It's going to be a lot about fresh starts, new beginnings, a lot of choices to be made. It's going to be a lot of things about what do you truly want out of this situation. It does feel like justice card came up, so it does feel like there's going to be consequences from the actions taken. So I think karma wise, it does feel like he's going to get his comeuppance. Your previous employer is going to get their comeuppance with the situation. It does going to cause you a little bit of sense of isolation in a way, but there's going to be a lot of reflecting, a lot of meditating on the situation. It's going to be a lot of knowledge gained from it as well. And it's going to give you great energy. Queen of Flowers, great energy coming in here. Dynamic, bold, independence. It's going to give you a real sense of independence in the situation. And it tells us that again, we get that sense of being a little different, that it's okay to be you. And I do feel like I just feel like you're unique. I do feel like everything's going to be A-okay in this situation. But let me have a look at a little bit more about this card. Okay, 23. Let's have a look. What does it say? Oops. Okay, everyone's interesting, a little bit different, full of secrets, good and bad, understanding that hiding what makes you your very own self is not only exhausting. So it's about being truthful, being honest, embracing who you are as an individual. I think it's really important in this, standing up for yourself, being independent, being bold, being dynamic. I do feel like it's about you being you and trusting that things are going to work out for the best. It does feel like with the Justice card coming up that, yes, you're going to get the karma-wise, that definitely you're going to get this here. So, yeah, I do feel like it's positive. It's working out in the best for you here. So, yeah, really, really positive. So hopefully, Shelley, that comes through. Got about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes left, and then then I'm finished. Okay, so if anyone wants a reading, they need to donate now because I'm just finishing up. Okay, so I hopefully... No free readings. All done. List is closed. It's only those that came in the first hour. This one's just been wrapping up with donations. Okay, so hopefully, Shelley, got the answer that they needed to in this reading. It's all about being bold, being independent, being focused on the self. So hopefully that gives answer. So if you're having trouble with your stream, you might need to refresh it, check that it's coming through. I know there's been a bit of a lag. So I think that's about it. Lady Capera doesn't seem to be doing anything through. Does seem to be. Oh, just put that in the wrong place. Okay, so that's that. I don't know what's going on here. It does feel like there's a bit of a lag going on. So let me have a look here. think that's about it. I'm right on. I think that's it. So if anyone is wanting any more questions, I've really got to the end of it. So if anyone's donating, cool, I will do your readings. That's it.